As of this filming, the national average is $5.35 for diesel. That's up by more than $1.70 since last year. And when compared to December of 2019, you know, the good old days before things got all crazy, today's fuel cost $2.29 more per gallon. Those are sizable increases, and fleets are feeling it. So what's going on, and what do these increased prices mean for you? Well, we'll get to that, but first, my shameless plugs. If you like our videos, like the Recruiting Roundup, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also share the video if you're watching us over on our Randall Reilly site. There's a little button down there for you, right there in the video player. Anyhow, for Randall Reilly, I'm Joshua Miller, this is my layer, and you are watching the Recruiting Roundup. Now about that diesel shortage and the prices. What the heck is going on? Well, a lot of things really. First, let's hit the shortage itself. All the talk about diesel shortage was kicked off when the Energy Information Administration, or EIA, the government loves them some acronyms, announced that the U.S.'s distillate levels were at their lowest since 2008. Distillates encompass numerous things, with the most prominent being jet fuel, oil for heating, and, you guessed it, diesel fuel. Seeing levels drop isn't necessarily out of the ordinary, especially in the spring and fall, as levels do tend to dip because of high demand in the spring for planting season and for harvesting and preparing for winter when we hit the fall. So seeing levels go lower in general is nothing to really worry about, but levels this low are a little bit of a different story. In fact, distillate levels have never been as low as they were in October as they were this October since the EIA began reporting level data back in 1982. The real problem is several things are all kind of happening at once. We are seeing levels drop here in the fall, not unusual, but the difference is we are now no longer importing petroleum or petroleum products from Russia. Prior to the Ukraine invasion, America was importing from Russia to the tune of 700,000 barrels per day, or BPD, as we in the know say, and adding even more fuel to the fire. See what I did there? Refineries are also typically performing maintenance during this time of year, which means that refining capacity drops. And there have been a number of unprofitable refineries that have gone offline in just the past few years, which kneecaps overall capacity even more. You put all that stuff together and what do you get? Refineries are struggling to fill the gaps and keep up with demand, which has led to a diesel fuel shortage and higher prices. Over the past few days, prices have not only continued to climb, but some regions, like the Southeast, have been put on alert for low supply and possible shortages. So there you go. That's my what the heck is going on with these diesel prices update in a nutshell. Now, higher diesel prices impact everyone from the fleets to the drivers to the public at large. Everything we own and use spends at least some time on a truck, so if the cost of fuel goes up, the shipping goes up, and the price of the products goes up. Which, as a member of the aforementioned public at large, I have to say, sucks. But it's the driver portion of that equation that could end up being most important to you. As frustrating as high prices are for you and your fleet, as much as it may hurt your wallet and hit your bottom line, imagine what's happening right now for owner-operators, especially those who are relatively new to the owner-op game. In the past few years, we've seen record spot rates and ample opportunities for newly self-employed drivers to make their way. But as those record rates come down and fuel prices go up, many drivers will soon be facing some difficult decisions, if they're not already. Many of these self-employed drivers simply won't have the means to continue to pay for the rising cost of diesel fuel, and unfortunately, if the latest estimates are accurate, those prices are going to remain high and or continue to climb because of the distillate shortage, which is likely to last well into next year, possibly into the summer and beyond. Plus, those newer owners who went into business in the last couple years are probably already dealing with higher truck payments than their peers who have been independent for longer. That means for those drivers who are just making ends meet or scraping by, they'll have to either bite the bullet and lease their independent services to a fleet, sell their equipment and become a company driver, or sell and just outright leave trucking altogether. All three very unattractive options for the type of driver who has chosen to go into business for themselves. And as unfortunate as that is for those drivers, there is some opportunity there for you. If drivers are going to be selling equipment, that means you have a chance to buy it. If drivers are going to be leasing their services or looking to join a fleet as a company driver, hey, that's one more experienced driver you can bring into the fold to reach your goals. Basically, the next few or several months are not looking like they'll be all that great when it comes to fuel supply or prices. But when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Fleets will have a growing opportunity in the coming months to secure more drivers and possibly even pick up some good equipment too, which with the current backlog on equipment orders isn't such a bad thing for fleets either. So, as prices climb, try to stay optimistic and begin to think about how you can target those drivers who may very well be in need of a fleet very soon. Whether that means you are creating messaging built around buying or leasing owner-op equipment, or maybe just specifically trying to target owner-operators so that your fleet stays top of mind. If you haven't already, it may be time to stop thinking about how higher prices increase your overall costs and start thinking about how those same high prices may help you increase your driver count. For Randall Reilly, I'm Joshua Miller, and this has been the Recruiting Roundup. We'll be back next month with another episode covering a different driver recruiting topic. Until then, get to making that lemonade. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. We really hope that it's been useful to you, and we hope you come back for more. If you're not already a subscriber, you can do so by clicking that little thing right there so you never miss out on our content. And if you'd like to watch another video, how about this one right here, just for you?